know, like when it comes to rubbing the third wheel and like you didn't prepare well for your exam, I don't know whatever will happen, but still a student, you will not graduate. And I'm like, you guys break up. Like, it has happened, it has happened. So, put the ring on my finger. Especially if you are in Miami, put the ring on my finger. Hey, my loves, welcome back to another episode of my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, 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 welcome to the family. And to join the family, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel. And honestly, subscription doesn't cost you anything, it doesn't cost you a dime. All you need to do is just press that red button down below. Of course, how to do that is displayed on the screen already. And turn on the notification bell so that I can get notified every time I have a new video upcoming, or like anytime I have a new video released. And to all my old and existing subscribers, you already know how much I love you. Thank you for sticking with me through the thick and the thin. Even though I don't know which one is thin or which one is thick, but anyways, that's by the way. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we'll be talking about 6 superstitions here at Miami University. And if you are new here, or maybe you don't know, I am a student at Miami University. I mean, I've been schooling here for about 2 years now. So yeah, it's okay to call me a old cargo, right?
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
So that means I know the superstitions, that means I know the traditions, that means I know what happens here. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we'll be talking about today. And I know that, majority of the people are like, oh, maybe they don't have superstitions in the US, or, like how they used to tell us that, superstitions, kineko, kineko, kineko. It's a lie. There are superstitions there as well. Even though, yeah, they call it traditions, but I'm just like, that's the lack of a better word. Because that's just like sugarcoating it, honestly. It is superstition. Because when you hear some of these things, you're like, yeah, I can relate to this and I can remember how it is, when I was in Nigeria. Like I've heard something similar to this before and I used to believe in it, or like, oh, this was a superstition when I was in Nigeria. And like we talk about it a lot. So yeah, anyways, that's what we'll be unraveling today. That's what we'll be unpacking today. I said unpacking, whatever. Yeah, unpacking, unraveling, that's what we'll be scratching today. So we'll be scratching the heads of the 6 superstitions at Miami University. There are other superstitions or there are other traditions, but I feel like these are like the 6 prominent ones. The one people talk about every time, the one people believe in the most. So yeah, do I believe in them? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the video. So like I said earlier, do not forget to give my video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share my video. So we'll jump right into the video. So yeah, the first thing, there's this thing that has the logo of Miami University. I'm going to try to put it somewhere on the screen. And like this thing has, is it logo? I'm not going to say logo, but I think it has Miami University imprinted on it. And like there's a turtle on it. So the belief is that if you rub that turtle, or it's not if you rub that turtle, you should rub that turtle for good luck. So I'm going to put a picture on the screen, and you see that turtle that you're seeing on the screen, that small head. Yeah, the belief is that if you rub the head of that turtle, you would have good luck. So if you are going for exam, all you need to do is just go to that turtle, rub the head, and you will pass your exam. That's the belief. But I don't know, like when it comes to rubbing the third wheel and like you didn't prepare well for your exam, I don't know whatever will happen, but majority people believe that, if you go to that third wheel and you rub the head, you definitely get good luck. So now tell me, is that not superstition? Like, who would? Like, I just feel like this just doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's what they believe in. So like you see students, passing by and rubbing the turtle head because, they want to get good luck. Okay, everyone needs good luck. So yeah, so that's the number 1 superstition. And the number 2 superstition, and I think if you've seen like my Ohio vlog, scratched off the head of that superstition. So the number 2 is that there's this seal that has like Miami University is like a circle, and it has like Miami University imprinted on it. I'm also going to put the picture somewhere on the screen. So it is believed that when you're a student, you should not match that seal. Like you should not walk on the seal if you are still a student, because the superstitious belief is that if you work on the seal while you are still a student, you will not graduate. And I'm like, this is so funny because I remember when I was in college. When I was in college, I remember that people say things like we had beds in my college, where I went to for college. We had beds, and people would be like, "Oh, like if you are in school and like beds has never ever like polluted on you, like shitting, basically shitting." If they've never polluted on you, right, that you will never graduate. And like if you know that within a semester, like a bed has never polluted on you, you kind of like want to walk to a place where they pollute on you. And I'm like, all these things, like they don't make sense. Anyway, back to Miami University. So that seal, once you walk on that seal, or once you step on it, it is believed that you never graduate. Like you just keep failing because you stepped on the seal. So, like when seniors are graduating, they will go to that seal like towards this time by come May, that seal is going to be very nasty because a lot of people when they are graduating, like after they are done with their final exam, they will go on that seal out there and they will pop champagne on that seal and they will march on it just because they've graduated or like they're already done with their exams and they are graduating. So yeah, so that's the number two thing is that there's a seal, and once you walk on that seal, you will not graduate. Have I ever walked on the seal? No. Do I believe that if I walk on the seal, I will not graduate? No. But I've never walked on the seal because I've never had any like reason to walk on that seal. But yeah, it's not like I believe in that superstition. It's just that I've never had any reason to walk on that seal. And besides, I don't really go to where the seal is, if you get what I mean. Third one, this third one is actually, I don't know if to say magical. I don't know what to call the third one, honestly. How do they pronounce it? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but of course, like I'm going to just put the picture of everything on the screen. So there's this place at Miami University, like it's like I don't know if to call it a garden, but like there's this light that is shower on it. Upham Hall, yeah, that's the name. Upham Hall, that's where they call the place. So like there's this light, like it's just like walls, and there's this light, and it is believed that if you kiss your partner under that light, you would definitely get married. That's the belief, that's the superstition. So majority people, like if somebody should say, "Oh, let's go to the up arm hall," of course, they want to kiss you there, and of course, that they are committed to you, and that is a really big thing here. And like sometimes people will be like, "Oh, myself and my boyfriend we kiss on the under the up arm something 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 yesterday night. Oh, it means it's very serious with me." And like a lot of people believe in it because it is like when you kiss under it, like people just be like, "Oh, you're going to be together for long." And I'm like, okay, people kiss anywhere. So I'm like, what's the thing about that place that is making them say if you kiss under there, you would be with your partner for life? I've never kissed under. Okay, and maybe somebody can come kiss me under the up arm all, so I can have the assurance that we would be together. But honestly, I'm not sure I believe in it because I'm like, if whatever happens and you guys break up, like it has happened. So I do not believe in that. And something else that ties into that is the idea that, which is like the fourth one, is the idea that, when you are walking across the trees, you should walk in groups. Like if you are with your friends, you should walk in groups and like you should not split. What this means is like if the tree is by this side and like previously you were walking together on this side, and like maybe because of the tree, like do you get like you should not split and like, oh, some people walk this way, like the tree is here, some people walk this way and some people walk this way. You should not do that because it is believed that if that is done, the friendship will flutter. If you split the group, the friendship will flutter rather. And let me just put it in layman terms: the friendship will scatter. That is what it means. Like you people will not be united like you will not be united again because when you were walking across the trees, like you didn't walk together. And I'm like, how does this make sense? Like it doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. So I don't know where they got their sense from, but it does not make any sense. But yeah, so that is that. And honestly, I know that most of the time, like I walk, like, there are so many trees here, so I don't pay attention to it when I'm walking because I'm just like I just walk my walk. Honestly, I walk my walk. If I'm with my friends and we have to split, but I cannot recall if when I'm walking because honestly, like I most generally just walk with like two people. Like most of the time when I'm walking, we are majorly just two. So I'm like, so I don't know if like we split or not. And honestly, whether we split or not, I'm still friends with the people I'm friends with. So I don't know. So I don't believe in that superstition. That's to say, I do not believe in that superstition. And then the fifth tradition is a superstition. Like, I'm just going to call this a tradition. Like, that's the name they give it. So I'm just going to call it the name they give it, a tradition. Is that when two people meet at Miami, like two people that both go to Miami and they meet at Miami and they get married, they call them Miami mergers. And I know the benefit of being a Miami major is like, I think the university covers like part of like the expenses for your wedding. I'm not sure, so please don't quote me anywhere. But I think I've heard it that they cover part of the expenses for your wedding. And I know this one, I know for sure that they send you something every Valentine's Day. I think they send you a card or and a picture or something, and maybe a promotional material. But I know they send something every Vows Day. And I know like it's a big thing here because even in class, like some people will be like, oh, my parents are Miami majors. And what this simply means is that they both came to Miami. They met at Miami. Of course, it could be like a grad or an undergrad, as long as you're a Miami student. And both of you met at Miami and you got married, you qualify as a Miami major. And honestly, I think I like this. I think this is the one I like the most out of all of these superstitions or tradition. Because of course, like who doesn't like love? Like I'm a sucker for love, in case you don't know. I'm a sucker for love. So if you've been wondering, does this girl believe in love? Or more, I'm a lover girl, like I'm a baby girl for life. So if you are wondering or you are like, okay, like my hands are, empty, come and put the ring on my finger. Especially if you are in Miami, put the ring on my finger so we can be getting promotional materials every time. Okay, I just said that jokingly, but if you think I'm shooting my shots, yes, I'm shooting my shots. I'm shooting my shoots, whatever. But yeah, so that's the fifth one, and I think I like that the most because, of course, it's about love, and we all love a love story, okay? And the last one, which is like the final one, is that there's this hall that is called Peabody here in Miami, and like a lot of people believe. Okay, so the hall was named after someone. I think her name is Ellen Peabody. And she's dead, so like majority of people think that she still comes back to like haunt the hall. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like majority of people just think that she still come back to haunt the hall. So like people will be like, oh yeah, Peabody Hall is haunted, and it kind of like give me this vibe of Miss Koi Koi. Koi. So if you've ever been to a Nigerian boarding school, of course you've heard of Miss Koi Koi before. So it just gives me the vibes of this Miss Koi Koi, and I'm like, so even in American universities, they still have this thing of, oh, somebody is haunting a place. I'm like, whatever. So majority of people talk about it that they believe Peabody is all haunted and everything, and I'm like, I don't see anything because I've not seen a reason to believe that a place is haunted. Because if a place is haunted, like strange things will be happening in that place. And like since at least since about 2 years now that I've spent at Miami University, I've not heard about anything happening in Peabody Hall. So of course I do not believe that it's haunted. I just guess people are just saying things that they want to say, or people are just believing in like the way they just brought this Miss Koi Koi to us. I just believe that people are just just saying what they want to say, and everybody can say what they want to say. Everybody can have their opinion on things, and everyone can have their belief on things. And of course, I'm going to say that all of these superstitions that I said, they are superstitions to me. And I'm going to recognize that they might not be superstitions to other people. So kind of like putting that old disclaimer out there. They are superstitions to me. I do not believe in them. But if you believe in them and you feel like, oh, it works for you, you feel like, oh, if you step on the seal, you will not graduate, or you feel like, oh, if you rub the turtle head, like it has been giving you good luck. Yeah, that is your belief. And of course, whatever you believe in works for you. But for me, I do not believe in them. And for me, I consider them as superstition. So yeah, we've come to the end of today's video. And please, I'm going to beg again, please, 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 and please give my video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, like just press the button, like just I don't know, don't pause the video, just like you don't even have to pause the video, just scroll down, press that subscribe button, press that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that I can get notified every time I have a new video coming up. Every time I have all of this juicy content coming up. And please do well to share my video. Do well to share my video, and I'll see you in my next video.